Memo Part 1. The Discovery. The summer before senior year was supposed to be easy for Emma Riley. Beach days, late-night drives, and finishing the scrapbook for her college applications. But all that changed the day she opened a dusty trunk in her mother's closet. It was an old cedar chest, tucked behind rows of winter coats. She'd never seen it opened. The metal latch was rusted, but it popped with a gentle tug. Inside, beneath yellowing photo albums and tangled necklaces, sat a bundle of old leather journals tied with a ribbon. Curious, Emma pulled them out and settled cross-legged on her mother's bed. The first page of the top journal read, August 3rd, 2004, I didn't mean to sleep with Aaron, but I did. And now I can't stop thinking about him, even though I married Daniel. Emma froze. Her father's name was Daniel. And Aaron? She had no idea who Aaron was. But the further she read, the darker it got. Memo Part 2. The Woman Her Mother Was. The diaries chronicled the wild, rebellious 20s of Sarah Riley, Emma's mother. Page after page detailed affairs, lies, and heartbreak, all while married to Emma's dad. Emma learned her mother had once been in love with a man named Aaron Kingsley, who lived next door. He was married too. Their affair lasted over a year and ended abruptly when Aaron's wife found out and moved their family away. But there was one name that made Emma's stomach drop. He asked if we could keep things going after they moved. I told him no. His wife was pregnant. It had to end. But I swear, if things were different, I would have married Aaron Kingsley instead of Daniel. Emma stared at the page. Aaron Kingsley. She knew that name. Her boyfriend's last name was Kingsley. Memo Part 3. Too close to home. Emma had been dating Liam Kingsley for nearly 6 months. He was sweet, funny, and quiet. Their parents had never met, but Emma knew Liam's dad had passed away in a car crash when Liam was 9. She flipped through more pages. January 17th, 2006, I saw Aaron at the grocery store today. We didn't speak, but my hands shook the whole drive home. I know it's over, but I still dream about him. Emma's heart pounded. She did the math. If Liam was born in March 2006, then the affair would have ended only months before. Possibly not even ended at all. Was it possible? Was her boyfriend, her first real love, her half-brother? Memo Part 4. The Confrontation. That night, Emma couldn't sleep. The next morning, she asked her mother casually over breakfast, Hey, did you ever know anyone named Aaron Kingsley? Her mother froze, mid-sip of coffee. Why are you asking that? Sarah asked, her voice tight. Emma shrugged. Just heard the name. From school. Her mother put down the mug. That was a long time ago. He was just a neighbor. Emma stared at her. Did you have an affair with him? Silence. Then a quiet whisper. Where did you hear that? Emma pulled the journal from her bag and set it on the table. Sarah's face drained of color. I was going to burn those, she murmured. Tears welled in Emma's eyes. Why didn't you? Her mother didn't answer. Memo Part 5. The DNA Test. Emma couldn't handle the uncertainty. She told Liam everything. He was shocked, confused, even angry, but mostly scared. He agreed to take a DNA test. They both swabbed their cheeks and waited. 3 weeks later, the results came in. Memo Part 6. Not what you expect. Emma's hands trembled as she opened the envelope. 99.9% probability of no shared parentage. They weren't related. Emma cried harder than she thought she would, not out of relief, but because she realized how deep the damage had already gone. She couldn't look at her mother the same way again. Memo Part 7. The Truth About Aaron. Later, Sarah sat Emma down. She explained that Aaron had indeed been her great love, but also her biggest mistake. When his wife left, Sarah said, he asked me to run away with him. But I had just found out I was pregnant with you, and I knew I had to choose stability. I married your dad. I tried to forget, but you never really forget your ghosts. Emma listened, stone-faced. You still love him? She asked. I don't know, Sarah whispered. Maybe I always will. Memo Part 8. Healing or breaking. Emma stayed distant for months. Her relationship with Liam suffered under the weight of that past. Trust was shaken. Love was fragile. But slowly they rebuilt. Emma's mother apologized in a long, handwritten letter, this time meant to be read. She ended with, "I made mistakes. Many. But you were never one of them. I love you, and I'm sorry for the damage my past has done to your present." Memo Part 9. Moving forward. A year later, Emma got accepted to college in Boston. She moved out with a new understanding of who her mother was. Not a villain, not a saint, but human. Complicated, flawed, and capable of deep love and deep regret. She and Liam were still together, stronger for what they survived. And every so often, when the wind blew through her dorm window, Emma would think of the diaries. They still sat in the same cedar chest, tied with that ribbon. Unburned, unforgotten. Clapperboard the end.